Greetings, seekers of ancient wisdom and hidden truths. Step with me now as the vibrant blaze of summer begins its slow, melancholic retreat, and the very air around us grows heavy with a different kind of energy. For on this day, the 4th of September, we find ourselves standing upon a subtle yet profound precipice, a threshold where the boisterous laughter of the sun-drenched season gives way to the introspective silence of autumn. Today is not just another mark on the calendar. It is what we might call autumn's whispering threshold, a day imbued with the spirit of transition, of preparation, and of unseen forces beginning to stir. It's a moment when the veil between what is and what will be feels thinner, more permeable, echoing with the ancient rhythms of harvest, healing, and the mysterious shifting of seasons. It's a time when the land itself breathes a sigh, preparing for its long, cold sleep, and humanity, consciously or not, mirrors that profound change. While September 4th may not boast a single, universally celebrated folk festival, its essence is woven deeply into the tapestry of human experience, resonating with themes found across cultures. Many traditions, particularly within the Christian faith, commemorate saints whose stories illuminate the very struggles and hopes that characterize this season. One such figure, whose legacy profoundly influences the spiritual atmosphere of this day, is Saint Rosalia. Born to nobility in 12th century Sicily, Rosalia famously renounced her earthly privileges, choosing instead a life of asceticism and solitude in a cave near Palermo. Her story, though centuries old, whispers to us of purification, of seeking solace and strength away from the worldly clamour, and of the potent power of faith in times of great peril. It is a day when petitions for health, protection from unseen ailments, and blessings for the coming harvest are deemed especially potent. Even before the advent of structured religions, early peoples instinctively understood the profound significance of these transitional days. They observed the shortening daylight, the changing colours, the flight of birds, and knew that nature was sending messages. These were days of giving thanks for the summer's bounty, of seeking protection from the coming cold and the illnesses it often brought, and of preparing both physically and spiritually for the leaner months ahead. Traces of these ancient, nature-aligned beliefs subtly intertwine with later religious devotions, creating a rich, layered tapestry of meaning for autumn's whispering threshold. Let us delve deeper into the captivating legend of Saint Rosalia, a tale that perfectly embodies the spirit of healing and protection associated with this time. Imagine, if you will, the bustling, sun-drenched city of Palermo in the 12th century. Within its grand walls, a young woman named Rosalia was born into a life of privilege, daughter of a powerful lord, a descendant of Charlemagne himself. Yet the glittering promise of courtly life held no sway over her devout heart. From a tender age, she felt a profound calling to God, a yearning for spiritual purity that transcended earthly desires. At merely 18 years old, defying the expectations of her noble family and spurning a powerful suitor, Rosalia chose a path of radical devotion. She retired first to a Benedictine monastery, but even that structured life proved too worldly for her soul's fierce longing for solitude. Her true sanctuary became a remote cave on Monte Pellegrino, overlooking the very city she had forsaken. There, amidst the echoing silence and the stark beauty of nature, she spent the remainder of her days in prayer, meditation, and ascetic practice, sustained only by water and herbs. She was a hermit, a recluse, living a life almost entirely detached from human contact, her presence a silent testament to unwavering faith. Upon her death, her body was laid to rest within that very cave, her story fading into the annals of local lore, a quiet mystery. Centuries later, in 1624, a devastating plague swept through Palermo. Despair gripped the city as countless lives were claimed. Amidst the terror, a miraculous event unfolded. Saint Rosalia, long forgotten by many, appeared in a vision to a hunter, guiding him to the very cave where her remains lay. Her incorrupt body was discovered, emitting a sweet, fragrant aroma. As her relics were solemnly carried in procession through the city streets, the plague miraculously began to recede, eventually vanishing entirely. Palermo was saved. From that day forward, Saint Rosalia became the revered patroness of Palermo and a powerful intercessor against plague and illness. Her story reminds us that even in the quietest, most secluded lives, there can reside a profound power to protect, to heal, and to inspire hope when all seems lost. A potent message for a day marking the approach of the colder, often more vulnerable season. Now let us turn our attention to the subtle whispers of fate, the signs of destiny that the universe scatters like fallen leaves on autumn's whispering threshold. These are not mere coincidences, but ancient echoes, guiding us through the shifting energies of the day. Folk omens. Weather omens. If the morning mist lingers on the 4th of September, a long, mild autumn it brings, delaying winter's bite. The prolonged embrace of the mist is seen as nature's gentle transition, promising an extended period of pleasant weather before the true cold sets in. Heavy dew on the 4th, a bountiful harvest's worth. This dew, seen as nature's tears of abundance, signifies that the land has been generous, and the coming season's yield will be plentiful, ensuring sustenance through winter. Wind from the east on this day. A harsh winter's feast awaits. The eastward wind is often associated with colder, more severe weather patterns from distant, frozen lands, foretelling a winter of significant challenges. Early falling leaves on the 4th, an early winter grieves. If trees shed their foliage prematurely, it's interpreted as nature hurrying towards its cold slumber, signalling a shorter autumn and a swift onset of winter's chill. If migrating birds fly high, winter's bite is nigh. Birds soaring at great altitudes are believed to be sensing strong, cold air currents, indicating a looming and severe winter that prompts them to seek warmer climes with urgency. Daily and money omens. Finding a coin, face upon autumn's whispering threshold, a month of fortune you sup. This small glimmer of metallic shine is a direct sign from the universe that prosperity is on its way, blessing your financial endeavours for the coming month, especially in matters of preparation and resource gathering. A spider weaving its web inside your home, good luck will now preside. A spider, often seen as a weaver of destiny, bringing its intricate craft indoors on this day, symbolises the weaving of good fortune and protection for your dwelling through the autumn and winter months, warding off scarcity. If your first chore of the day is met with ease, blessings on your enterprise appease. A task completed without struggle or hindrance sets a positive, energetic tone, promising smooth progress and success in all your undertakings related to autumn preparations and personal goals. A forgotten task on this day promises forgotten wealth far away. Neglecting a duty or overlooking a detail on this transitional day is believed to result in missed opportunities or unexpected financial losses, as if the universe mirrors your oversight in the realm of abundance. Breaking a mirror on September 4th, not just 7 years of bad luck, but 7 harvests of ill luck and struggle. This omen is intensified on autumn's whispering threshold because it signifies a fracturing of the protective energies surrounding your home and well-being during a critical period of preparation, potentially inviting scarcity and hardship during the subsequent 7 harvest cycles. Dreams in this night. The dreams that visit you on the night of autumn's whispering threshold are not mere wanderings of the mind. A clear, well-trodden path suggests confidence and direction, while a winding or obstructed path may indicate uncertainty or obstacles ahead. Pay attention to the destination or lack thereof. Much like Saint Rosalia, they may find solace in solitude or quiet reflection, and they often carry an inner resilience that allows them to overcome adversity. They are often seen as beacons of hope, offering comfort and understanding to those around them, embodying a gentle yet powerful spirit of guardianship. Now let us move into the heart of autumn's whispering threshold. The ancient practices and heartfelt rituals, the things we must do to honour this day, to invite blessings, and to prepare for the season ahead. Traditions and rituals, what you must do. 1. the autumnal gratitude harvest offering. Purpose: to express profound gratitude for summer's bounty and to ensure continued abundance through the autumn and winter. It's a way to acknowledge nature's generosity and secure your place within its benevolent cycle. What you'll need: a small basket, a selection of the last fruits or vegetables from your garden or purchased from a local market, a handful of grains, oats, wheat, rice, a clean white cloth, and a quiet outdoor space. When and how to conduct. As the sun begins its descent on the evening of September 4th, find your quiet outdoor space, a garden, a balcony, or even a windowsill. Lay down the white cloth. Arrange your gathered fruits, vegetables, and grains upon it. Light a candle beside your offering. Close your eyes and breathe deeply, connecting with the earth beneath you. Picture the warmth of the summer sun, the richness of the soil, and the nourishing rain. Open your eyes and look at your offering. Speak aloud from your heart words of gratitude for the sustenance provided, for health, and for the blessings of the past season. You might say, Spirit of the earth, giver of life, I offer these fruits of your bounty with a grateful heart. Thank you for the sun, the rain, the soil, and the life they sustain. May this gratitude open the path for continued abundance through the autumn and winter months. What to do after? Leave the offering out overnight, allowing nature to receive it. In the morning, take the fruits and vegetables and either consume them with your family as a blessed meal, or if they are suitable, offer them to local wildlife. The grains should be scattered on the earth as a direct return to the soil, completing the cycle of giving and receiving. The candle stub should be buried in the earth or placed in a natural body of water as a final act of release and renewal. 2. Home cleansing and protection for autumn's embrace. Purpose: to purify your living space of lingering summer energies, banish any negative influences that might have accumulated, and establish a protective energetic barrier for the colder months, especially against illness, echoing St. Rosalia's patronage. What you'll need: sage bundle, smudge stick, or dried rosemary, a fire-safe bowl, a feather or your hand to fan the smoke, sea salt, a broom, and a bowl of fresh water with a few drops of essential oil, lavender or cedar wood. When and how to conduct. Begin this ritual in the late morning or early afternoon of September 4th. First, physically clean your home thoroughly. Sweep, dust, declutter. As you sweep, visualize sweeping away old stagnant energies, worries, and illnesses. Next, prepare your smudge stick. Light the end of the sage or rosemary until it smoulders and produces a steady stream of smoke. Walk through every room, starting from the innermost room and moving clockwise towards your main entrance. As you move, use the feather or your hand to waft the smoke into every corner, closet and doorway, saying, "With this sacred smoke, I cleanse this home. All stagnant energy, all negativity, all illness, be gone. Only peace, health, and well-being remain." Pay special attention to windows and doorways, envisioning a shimmering shield of protection forming. After smudging, sprinkle a small line of sea salt across your main thresholds, windowsills, doorways, to act as a barrier against unwanted influences. Finally, take your bowl of fresh, scented water and gently flick a few drops into each room, saying, "With this blessed water, I invite harmony, health, and renewed spirit into this dwelling." What to do after. Open a window for a few minutes to allow any remaining negative energy to escape. Keep the sea salt on your thresholds until the first frost. The remaining water can be poured into your garden, nourishing the earth. 3. Personal reflection and divination for the shifting path. Purpose: to connect with your inner wisdom, gain clarity on your path for the coming autumn, and release any burdens that hinder your progress as the energies shift. What you'll need: a journal or notebook, a pen, a single candle, and a simple deck of oracle or tarot cards, optional, or substitute with a natural object like a smooth stone. When and how to conduct. In the quiet hours of early evening on September 4th, Find a peaceful space where you won't be disturbed. Light the candle, letting its flame symbolize your inner light and intuition. Take a few deep breaths, centering yourself. If using cards, shuffle them slowly, thinking, what guidance does autumn's whispering threshold hold for my journey? Draw one card. If using a stone, hold it in your hands and meditate on your question. In your journal, write down your immediate thoughts and feelings about the card or stone. What message does it hold for you? How does it relate to the coming season? Write down any worries or anxieties that weigh on you. Then write down one actionable step you can take towards releasing them. Then, write 3 intentions or hopes for yourself for the autumn months, framing them positively as if they have already happened. What to do after? Keep your journal entries safe and review them periodically through the autumn. Let the candle burn down safely. Carry the card or stone with you for the next few days as a reminder of your insights and intentions. Culinary traditions of autumn's whispering threshold. On this day, the kitchen becomes a sanctuary, a place to honour the earth's generosity and prepare for the months ahead. The culinary traditions revolve around preservation and hearty fare, celebrating the last of the summer's bounty and hinting at the comforts of autumn. This is the perfect day for canning and jarring. Fruits like apples, pears and plums, or making preserves and jams. Imagine the rich, sweet aroma filling your home, a promise of warmth for colder days. Apple pies and crumbles are quintessential, using the season's first crisp apples, perhaps spiced with cinnamon and nutmeg, invoking a sense of home and abundance. Hearty vegetable stews and roasted root vegetables, like carrots, potatoes and squash, become popular, symbolising nourishment and grounding. These dishes are often prepared with a sense of communal sharing, reinforcing bonds as families gather indoors more frequently. There's a particular emphasis on consuming locally sourced, seasonal produce, honouring the fruits of the land and connecting us directly to the cycles of nature. Every meal becomes a quiet celebration of abundance and a wise preparation for the leaner times that will follow, a culinary prayer for sustained well-being. Now, as we embrace the positive energies of this day, we must also heed the ancient warnings, the solemn, main prohibitions that, if ignored, can invite discord and misfortune during this sensitive transition. These are not arbitrary rules, but lessons learned through generations of observing cause and effect in the mystical flow of life. Main prohibitions of autumn's whispering threshold. 1. Wasting food or resources. Mystical reason. On a day so intrinsically linked to harvest and preparation for winter, wasting the earth's bounty is seen as a profound disrespect to the spirits of abundance and the cycle of nature. It's an act of ungratefulness to the unseen forces that provide. Consequences of violation. Such waste is believed to invite scarcity and hardship into your home and life. It can lead to depleted stores, unexpected losses, and a sense of constant lack throughout the coming colder months, as if nature itself withholds its blessings. 2. Leaving doors or windows ajar at dusk. Mystical reason. As the veil thins on autumn's whispering threshold, it is believed that wandering spirits, unsettled energies, or even ill fortune can easily pass into your home through open portals, especially as the protective light of day fades. Consequences of violation. An open door or window left unattended after twilight can invite discord, unexplained disturbances, or even illness into your dwelling, disrupting the peace and safety of your sanctuary. 3. Starting major new projects, unless absolutely essential. Mystical reason. This day marks a time of culmination and preparation, not initiation. Energies are shifting towards introspection and consolidation. Starting something significant now is like planting a seed in infertile, transitioning soil. Gossiping or speaking ill of others. Mystical reason. Words carry immense power, especially on days of heightened energetic sensitivity. Negative speech, gossip, or malicious words create ripples of disharmony that can attract similar negativity back to the speaker. Consequences of violation. Engaging in such behaviour is believed to not only sour your relationships, but also attract back ill fortune, misunderstandings, and a general atmosphere of discord into your own life, affecting your peace and well-being. 5. Ignoring the sick, the needy, or those in distress. Mystical reason. With Saint Rosalia as a potent symbol of healing and compassion, ignoring those who suffer on this day is a direct affront to the benevolent spirits of protection. It shows a lack of empathy and communal care during a time when vulnerability increases. Consequences of violation. Turning a blind eye to suffering is said to invite misfortune, unexpected health issues, or a period of isolation into your own life, as the protective blessings of compassion are withdrawn from you. 6. Cutting hair or nails. Mystical reason. Many ancient traditions believe that hair and nails are extensions of our vital energy, our connection to the spiritual and physical self. Cutting them on a day of transition is thought to weaken this vital energy at a time when you need it most for resilience against the coming cold and darkness. Consequences of violation. It is believed that this act can lead to a diminishment of personal strength, a feeling of lethargy, or even minor illnesses, as your natural protective energetic shield is temporarily compromised. 7. Disregarding nature's warnings or signs. Mystical reason. On autumn's whispering threshold, nature is particularly vocal, sending subtle signals about the coming season. To ignore these signs, the behaviour of animals, the shift in weather, the changes in plants, is to disregard the wisdom of the earth. Consequences of violation. Such ignorance can lead to unforeseen hardships, ill preparedness for changing conditions, or a general sense of being out of sync with the natural world, resulting in bad luck or discomfort in the weeks and months to come. 8. Harvesting, out of greed or taking more than needed. Mystical reason. While it is a day of harvest, it is also a day of balance. Taking excessive amounts from the earth, beyond what is necessary for your sustenance or sharing, demonstrates greed and a lack of respect for the delicate balance of nature's bounty. Consequences of violation. This act is believed to invite scarcity in the long run, as if the earth will remember your overconsumption. Future harvests might be less abundant, or you may find yourself unexpectedly deprived of resources when you truly need them. 9. Boasting about wealth, success, or personal achievements. Mystical reason. On a day when humility and gratitude for nature's gifts are paramount, boasting attracts the evil eye or negative attention from envious spirits or people. It disrupts the quiet, introspective energy of preparation. Consequences of violation. Such displays of hubris can lead to unexpected losses, reversals of fortune, or envious actions directed towards you, diminishing the very success you flaunted. 10. Travelling, unnecessarily, long distances, or starting a major journey. Mystical reason. Autumn's whispering threshold is a time for securing your hearth, preparing your home, and focusing on your immediate surroundings. Long, unnecessary travel can leave your home vulnerable and expose you to uncertain energies during a transitional period. Consequences of violation. Undertaking such journeys is believed to be fraught with unexpected delays, misfortunes, or even a sense of feeling lost or disoriented as you stray too far from your protected sanctuary during a time of energetic flux. And so, as the sun dips lower and the air grows cooler, we conclude our journey through autumn's whispering threshold. May the ancient wisdom shared today guide you, protect you, and illuminate your path as you step into the embrace of the coming autumn. Embrace the whispers of change, honour the old ways, and may your days be filled with health, abundance, and the quiet magic of the season. Until next time, keep your senses keen, your spirit open, and remember that the ancient world still speaks, if only we take the time to listen.